Hello, welcome back to Wado. My name is Beast, and today we're here for a short, quick, and sweet one. This is Scenes from the Heart Part 1. It is an individual novel that one of the devs, Zamius, has been kind enough to send me, essentially the game. So, yeah, technically he did say I could play the entirety of the game, but I just throw out one part as I do for all of these. Normally. But again, the length of my parts might just be the length of the game based on what Samus has told me, so... Yeah. Let's just not faff around for too long, let's just get into this. Damn.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name, please?
I do believe that's my name. Also, apparently, Huh. Okay, that's fun. That's fun, apparently. Hold on, I need to fix this somehow. Apparently the window on OBS only, updates when I'm clicked on OBS. So I'll have to just... Hold on. Add new... Game capture... Scenes from the heart. No scenes from the god, scenes from the heart. Select specific window. Scenes from the heart. There you go. Down here. Transform. Send to the screen. There we go. Hayaka Beast.
Hayaka. Yes. Welcome to the award seminar. Right this way, please.
Thanks.
This year's creations have been very high quality work. The top 4 that made it to the final round are the following. Boomerpunk 1964 by Golden Age Games.
I wonder what these games could be referencing. That is only sarcasm three times out of 4. I don't know what the fuck manga novelist is supposed to reference here. Boomerpunk 1964 was one of the big names in the industry this year. Received praising feedback and wish listings in the world's most popular game marketplace. Gas. Well, it's gas, I guess you could say. Even though many speculated it big issues with immersion breaking bugs, the game was released without any of them. Oh, so this is a utopian society, I see. That was apparently the reason why I heard it was nominated. Such a wild stunt.
Waku Waku Dojo Club by Visualizers.
This one surprised many of their regular readers. Even their most loyal fans were shocked when they realized it just 2 weeks ago, and it ended up getting nominated, and it already got nominated for this year's award show by a large audience. I remember reading some of the previous titles myself too, so I was surprised by what they came up with this time. Waku Waku Dojo Club was like a 180-degree U-turn in style and genre-wise. They shocked even Chisaki, who had been their fan for a long time. Apparently, she became their fan when she was 7, and we're both 17 years old now.
Manga novelist by the Mozart of visual novels.
As I expected, Haru pulled it off once again with high voting rates. Haru has been unbeatable ever since her first debut in the industry. He won his first Best Visual Novel of the Year award at the young age of 8, so 10 years ago. It doesn't usually happen, as you might guess. His work was rated unexpectedly high, and because of his incredible talent for visual novel writing at such a young age, he earned the title of the Mozart of visual novels.
Kakusa Zero by Spring Shrimps Games.
So far so good. We luckily made it to the final round, so we still have a chance to win this. We worked very hard on our first visual novels demo, Kakusa Zero, and sacrificed many good nights' sleep polishing the art, music, coding, sound effects, and many other small things. I had so much invested in this project, but time-wise and for the personal reasons too. We simply refused to fail at this point, right before the goal.
Next, our respectable judges will have to decide on only one of these amazing game demos that will be awarded project funding to continue from the demo phase to the final product.
As I was waiting for the results to be announced with Chizuki and Konaka, I could feel my heartbeat through my chest, talking his heart. Did you know that? I was sweating nervously at this point, and my heart was pounding so fast that I was afraid I might faint. Chizuki could barely sit still with all the restless posture changing from side to side in her chair. Konaka, on the other hand, was trying to keep her cool with an occasionally runaway smile surfacing on her face. The only exception this time was that she was sitting still instead of jumping to the walls, if you know what I mean.
The judges have now made the decision, and this year's Game Demo of the Year award goes to...
Here we go then. Moment of truth. I clenched my fists as tight as I possibly could and couldn't even blink my eyes.
Kakusa Zero, made by Spring Shrimps Games. Would the team members please come to the stage?
I think her heart just stopped. My body froze when I heard our names. I couldn't think of anything at that point. My mind went totally numb as I was just standing there staring forward. Chizuki then slapped me back to reality with tears of joy in her eyes.
What are you just standing there for? Move your ass already, moron.
We have to tsundere, okay. I think this one's trying to get a Super Paper Mario glitch to work. Konaka was shouting and jumping around at that point, and soon she bumped into me accidentally from behind. That, of course, caused me to lose my balance and fall to the floor on top of Chizuki.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You okay?
Well, that didn't take long. I'm fine, thanks to Chizuki's soft landing. As I was trying to get up, my hand touched some... okay. The fucking man. Okay. Don't worry, that was just one sip. Gotta have the comedic moment. I said he touched my glasses now. It's annoying. Yeah, definitely need like a good night's sleep. I tend to rate how well I've slept by how well I can see without my glasses, because if I could still read the lines relatively okay by just straining my eyes, we're fine. Straining my eyes only makes them vaguely readable right now. Like I have to intuit a few letters by logic rather than just being able to see the letters. Oh, fucking damn it.
You have exactly 3 seconds to take your pervy hand off me and get off of me, or you know what will happen.
I flexed and flung my arm away from her, only to bump into Konaka behind me and fall on top of her this time.
Huh? Oh, I didn't expect you to take the initiative about these things. Although, I would prefer to just stay here, turn you around and squish you so hard like a big plushie.
Konaka, not here and now, please. We need to get to the stage, and we're in public as well. So they're fucking behind closed doors, right? They're fucking behind closed doors. Also, it is so weird to hear English voices in these.
Come on, don't be such a mood killer. A little snuggling won't hurt us.
Maybe later if you really insist, but not now.
You always find some random excuse to get away, and then other times you suddenly make these kinds of surprise initiatives.
That shit was not an initiative. That shit was throwing a ball at the wall and getting hit in the face on the way back.
It's spend a year like this?
I hate to interrupt your nice skit or whatever that is, but we are still waiting here for you, you know?
Oh, for crying out loud. First me, and then Konaka. You just can't keep your hands to yourself today, can you?
Excuse me, bish, this was an accident that you saw it happen in like real time. And then managed to get myself up and headed successfully to the stage with Chisaki and Konaka behind me. Talk about embarrassing all of us just because I froze like that right away upon hearing our visual novel announced. Jeez. Well, I can't speak for the others, but I'm still half paralyzed by the results. I mean, Kakazero was our very first visual novel after all, so as a realistic person, wasn't sure if we were gonna make it or not. Looked over Chisaki and Konaka to see them just as overwhelmed by emotion as I am. Although, Smiled nodded as if to confirm their feeling, as if confirming their feelings. So somehow I had a gut feeling that our hard work would finally pay off. We did put so much effort and resources into this project that emphasis award from the very beginning. One of our biggest inspirations was Haru Kotonomi. He really helped us see what was most important.
Thank you, Spring Shrimps Games, and good luck with the final phase of Kakusa Zero.
We then exited from the stage and headed toward the lounge area. There, a reporter approached us.
Congratulations on our readers' behalf as well. Could I possibly get an interview for our readers to hear the backstory of your project and how it all started?
Fine with me. What about you two?
I'm interested.
Since you both are willing to go, then I might as well.
Well, I have to check something. Yeah, no. Her ass needs some sleep as well because she looks tired as sin with that expression. It's because of the dots on the on here. Like, he just looks exhausted.
But not because you would be alone with Konaka or anything.
Okay, calm down, Sundere.
Just to make sure you don't say anything stupid and embarrass us all.
We get it. We get it.
Got it?
We get it, then. Sure, just don't want to be left out, that's all.
Huh? Why would I?
Come on, Chisaki. Just be honest with yourself and you'll have a much easier time with your life. I guarantee it.
Okay, so those dots are just for that expression, apparently. No, she's just tired when happy.
Why, you little? Get back here and I'll show you exactly how honest I can be with myself.
And then start the classic cat and mouse chasing game around the lounge area, so I was left no choice but to give the interview by myself. Guess I have to do it by myself then? And when I was to start that game, there's no stopping them until they have exhausted themselves.
Sure.
Went to a peaceful, quiet meeting room near the lounge area, so when those two chases have calmed down, they can find us here easier, hopefully. The room itself looked elegant from the looks of its bright interior. There are two white-colored wooden tables with chairs and two studio microphones along with attached pop filters. Also a big screen for sharing stuff, I guess.
Now then, take me back to when you three met and how your journey started from there.
Sure. How to begin? Pondered a moment, then came up with the answer. I first met Chisaki back at our elementary school, and it was anything but the usual way, to be honest. The placement of the character art looked like there were supposed to be more than one artist because it was pulled up so much. I fucking see you! Deer hunting season! I guess for deer hunting season, the better thing to pull out would have been the gun, but like, it's kind of too late at this point. No. It's kind of boring that this doesn't have an actual, like, edge to it. I really need a new box to hit. Did somebody say teacher? I saw teacher there. I saw a credit for a teacher there. Bully? Taste Elementary School, apparently. Anyways, I should probably put the wrong way. Taste Elementary School in 1999. Uishi is a small rural area with a modest population that is located in Fujikawa Kuchiko Town, Yamanashi Prefecture, Japan, at the northern foot of Mount Fuji. Uishi also happens to be on the northwestern shore of Lake Kawaguchi, one of the Fuji 5 lakes, which provides a stunning view of Mount Fuji. The area is a popular tourist destination for Mount Fuji views and seasonal flower gardens, along with the unique festivals like the Herb Festival and Tanabata Festival. I can't escape Tanabata anywhere! The school itself wasn't anything fancy back then. It was just an old school where one day a new girl was transferred into my class.
Chisaki Namichi, 8 years old. I transferred here from my previous school, which is located in Hamamatsu.
Very mature sounding 8-year-old.
We moved here recently, so I don't know this area very well. That's all for now. Let's get along, or something like that.
No, that's fair. Usually everybody tends to tell about their hobbies or things they like, etc. Not her. Wonder why. She had nothing special about her outlook until I noticed her eyes. Her right eye was bright bluish, while the other had a shining golden color. The sight piqued my interest, and after a long time I felt something other than grey boredom inside me.
You can take that empty seat in the window corner.
Others seemed to notice her different eye color too when she passed them by the looks of their faces. The class then resumed after she got herself seated. Naturally, at the first break, she got a lot of attention from my classmates asking typical questions about Hamamatsu, what she likes, her hobbies, and basic stuff like that.
I've never been to Hamamatsu before, so what's it like?
It is a quite big seaport with a lot of arcades, at least what I have noticed.
Wow, what made you move from such a city to a small town like this?
My parents wanted to move away from city life, apparently, when I asked about it.
It didn't take long before the increasing number of questions overwhelmed her.
Hey, what's wrong with city life? I heard from my big brother that it's great and convenient.
Fucking expensive as well. Not to mention that some people can be real assholes at times.
What about your hobbies? Do you have siblings or pets?
Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza or not? I like it myself.
I'm gonna go shoot classmate number 5 now. Like that requires expedient extermination.
Do you put cheese on bread before the ham, or the other way around?
Is she okay? She sounds like she's having a nervous breakdown while asking that question. At that point, she just straight up excused herself and left the classroom. I guess she couldn't handle pressure well. The next lesson started right away, regardless, and nobody seemed to pay much attention to her absence. During lunch break, she was starting to get some unwanted tantrums from the class's dummies, apparently about her eye colors from what I hear near them. They called her an alien and a weird, and after leaving her alone, who knows what else behind her back. Sure are a bunch of idiots. Don't make such a big deal about different eye colors. Everybody's different more or less, if you more as I've noticed. To me, the color difference looked somewhat cool, so 1 week later I had enough of her bullying and decided to put a stop to it for her sake.
Huh? There's nothing cool about it. It's just weird. Humans don't have two different eye colors, so she must be an alien or something like that.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your head if you think that's cool.
I disagree. In my opinion, they look cool and cute at the same time. People are different in many ways, if you didn't know, just like you two aren't the same either, so does that make everyone aliens as well? Probably don't even know what aliens actually look like, or how they are different from humans.
Huh? Did you just call us stupid or something?
I bet he did. Let's teach him some manners about what happens to those who mess with us.
Please tell me that these two little shits are about to get the shit beaten out of them. After beating me up, the dum-dum duo left while laughing at me. It didn't care about my reputation at school, so it didn't matter. Okay, this man's a lame out. Listen, as the kid that literally just fucking for fun had big-ass fucking brawls in elementary school with the higher class kids, I do not identify with someone that lets two little dumb shits beat him up. Well, sure, there's just a bunch of morons in the end. Nothing good could come from interacting with them. No way. She shrink or something? When I got up, I noticed Chisaki, who happened to witness our fight, most likely. She was looking at the ground after making eye contact with me while clenching her fists. I know it's not supposed to be funny. This is why. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Her voice was quiet and trembling a bit, like she would be just thinking out loud, but I still managed to hear her the question out of it. I guess her behavior just pissed me off, so I wanted to finally make it clear to him. Although I'm quite confident they most likely didn't get the message, or, well, will just ignore it knowing them.
You know those idiots?
Unfortunately, they're in our class after all. Did you remember them?
How am I supposed to remember everybody in my class on the very first day that I arrived here? You know those...
Hold on. History, there we go. Wait, hold. It said 1 week later here, and now she's saying the first day that you arrive. One of these people has a very bad sense of time. Ah, good point. Sorry, it was a stupid question to ask.
My mom always said that there's no such thing as stupid questions. Only stupid answers, so it's okay.
Her answer made me see more than her eye colors. It was like someone was painting her with different colors right before my very eyes. She was still looking at the ground, her hair partly covering her face. I couldn't see what kind of expression she was having at the moment. That's true. It's so impressive you've been taught such rare insights that you don't see everywhere, even in some adults.
What do you mean? I thought it was supposed to be common sense, or so she said it should be at least. I guess city life is indeed different, like Dad used to say.
I agree with your mom that it should be common sense. As a town life for myself, I have nothing to say for our defense. I guess not everyone can be as open-minded as we are, apparently. She finally revealed her face to me and had tears of joy in her eyes, as they called it, if I remember right, while giving me a bright smile.
Agreed.
She wiped her tears and continued.
Anyway, for my sake, you try to put an end to the bullying, and I can't ignore heroism like that.
Oh, she also looks tired. Am I the only one that sees this, like, sprite right now and cannot help but feel like that shit is like... You know what? I've been playing a lot of Digimon, so I will use Digimon terminology instead of Pokemon terminology. That is like the rookie level form of what will eventually turn into Hexmaniac. Like rookie level is young Chisaki. Champion level is like the beta Hexmaniac from the fucking big ass Terra Leak. Then was it Ultra first or Ultimate or Mega first? God, I always mix those two up. Hold on, I'm looking this shit up. It is Rookie, Champion, Ultimate, Mega. Which is confusing because apparently the Japanese for Ultimate is perfect and the Japanese name for Mega is Ultimate. But yeah, fucking rookie level is like young Chisaki. The champion level is beta Hexmaniac. Ultimate is regular Hexmaniac from X and Y, and Mega is just fucking Hags Maniac, as I like to call her, from Legends ZX. No, I will not stop calling her a Hags Maniac. Sue me. But you can't blame me for thinking that way, right? Like, it's because of the shadows in the eyes here that she just looks exhausted, and like exhausted purple hair immediately gives me Hexmaniac. I may be obsessed with the character, sure, but hey, shut up.
What's your name?
Beast. Hayaka Beast.
It sure suits you.
Why, thank you. Well, apparently it doesn't suit him, considering he was beaten up by 2 kids. You put shame on my name!
Now then, you will be my friend from now on, and I won't take no for an answer.
Yeah, see, so the moment she has like, she doesn't have like the shadow under her eye, as well as smiling all cocky like that, I don't get Hexmaniac anymore. It is just like, it is wild. She even has a smirk on her face now. To be honest, dear, it sure was cute in a way, so I didn't mind too much her attitude towards her request. Oh, straight up demanding friendship for expressing my opinion about your outlook with the others. You sure are something else. Very well. Apparently she considers me worthy of being her friend for defending her, and I don't see any reason not to accept it.
Excellent.
Excellent. And then start to hang out and play together. She's still a bit bossy, but it's just part of her personality. She's strong-willed and somewhat classy, but still considered in her own way. You just need to see deeper to realize it. Transition screens. God, what was the last fucking visual novel I played with like transition screens with text on them? Can't actually remember right now. I feel like I should. Actually, yeah, I should. It was literally the game I finished yesterday! Oh my god, do I have Alzheimer's or something? Why am I so bad? I literally just finished Futamatarena yesterday, yet I already forgot the fucking transition screens. Oh, my brain! One day, when I was coming to visit Chisaki at Rome, I happened to witness her and her mom arguing with each other. I just arrived at the yard gate and saw them discussing something at the front door.
You don't need to remind me about that again, Mom. I'm making steady progress, as you know very well, but not by pressuring me constantly.
I do understand and acknowledge that, sweetie. But Mommy is only trying to encourage you to make good use of your precious learning time when you are still so young. Humans learn the fastest until the age of 7, and after that, the learning curve starts to decrease. So you can't afford to lose it while still young. You will thank me later. Trust me.
You've told me that multiple times already, so I don't need a reminder about it. Kids are supposed to play with others too, so they wouldn't become neats and isolate themselves, right?
Well, I guess that's also true, and I don't wish that kind of future for you by any means. But you have a talent for music, Chisaki, and it is a very challenging industry to get yourself accepted into.
What do you mean another music-based tsundere? It is always music, tsundere, and like fucking having to deal with parental expectations. Well, not quite in like one of the examples that I have in mind. I guess in a way you could say that she's the fusion of Ashe and Rika. Like, Rika's black hair, the actual fucking talent she has from Rika, because Rika does have talents, besides what she thinks at the start of the story. Like, I guess the golden eye can be Ashe's hair color. And the parental expectations can be from Ashe as well. So why is it always tsundere's music? I desperately need a new box here. Fortunately enough, I do have to order a new box of instant noodles. So I guess this fucking perfectly lines up, huh? Oh, there's a hole in it now. I mean, there are a lot of holes in it. It's just a gaping hole now. It has been grievously wounded. I don't remember why there's balls in there.
So, unless you start taking advantage of your youth, you'll most likely just run out of time. By then, it's only worth being a hobby, and nothing more. Me and your father have seen and heard this happening to many of our relatives and friends. Like I said, I totally understand your viewpoint, so please, try to understand mine too. I'm only doing this for your future's sake, so that you won't have to regret it later.
Fine. Although my friend is already here, as you can see, it would be rude of us to make him wait any longer just to turn him around. Think about it as a little inspirational break to see the world outside my room. That, scientifically, improves your creativity, since it's like a muscle that also needs little breaks sometimes to recharge.
For crying out loud, where do you get that knowledge?
The internet.
But yes, you are right. So go play a little bit and come back in time for dinner, okay? Also, good day to you, young man, and sorry for witnessing such a thing.
Wet man and laughed awkwardly a bit. So, what was that about? Your music practice reminder again, or something like that?
Something like that. Anyway, where do you want to go today?
How about that secret place I showed you last time? Today's open sky means you could maybe even see the sunset this time.
Oh, sounds go?
We arrived at my secret scenery spot, a small hill nearby, with a relaxing view. Usually come here when I'm feeling down, and decide itself is enough to wipe my worries away. It mystically calms my mind and lets me regain focus on what's in front of me and be in the moment.
Whoa! The sky is so wide when looking at it from here.
Last time it was cloudy, so of course it was different. Now we can see the whole view better.
True. Look! Even our school can be seen from here.
Indeed. The sight amazed us once again with its beauty. You could see most of our town here from here, and we enjoyed it with peace and nature's own music. Do you plan to become a professional musician one day, or why are you practicing it so much? Saki didn't respond at first, and her face became serious. The wind began to rise, rustling the leaves in the trees behind us. The sunset's light warmed our skin as we gazed upon the sight before us in silence. At that moment, it felt like we had all the time in the world, and there was no rush or pressure anywhere. Just the two of us enjoying each other's company, simple as that.
Have you perhaps seen my Aunt Saya Hayakura's live performance? Or listened to her music?
No, I haven't. Why would I? Stop talking to me. I guess I'll have to use the fucking... I don't know how to get rid of the fucking... H. Thumbnail. I have to admit, I haven't. I've heard her name mentioned on the radio sometimes, though.
Luckily, I keep my MP3 player with me everywhere I go. So put these in your ears and listen for a moment.
I mean, mood. I will literally never go anywhere without my fucking earphones to listen to music. She took her MP3 player out of her pocket and gave me its earphones. Put them on my ears and she hit the play button. My eyes widened the moment I heard the first few sounds. It started with the piano's flowing and energizing melody, which kept you almost holding your breath during the build-ups. Couldn't believe how beautiful the song was overall. That shit was something that I hadn't heard before. Gotta admit, it was indeed touching.
After hearing her songs for the first time a few years ago, I became mesmerized by her music and got inspired to try making my own music like hers. Of course, I soon realized what it took to get to her level when she was visiting us one day and happened to talk about her career. It got me curious. So I went back to my room and started immediately working on my next attempt. Sometime later that day, my parents and Saya happened to come by my room and started listening to my next song's attempt. When I was done with it, they started clapping at me, which naturally surprised me. Saya opened her mouth first and told me I apparently had a talent for music. And with dedicated practicing, one day I would be able to catch up to her and potentially even surpass her.
See, that explains many things and how you got into music in the first place. So even though you are practicing it pretty much daily, why does your mom keep pressuring you so much about it? It's your choice in your life, after all.
It's because I keep doing the same kind of music, so I won't make any progress. Not to mention, without any real breaks. Only recently did I realize that, and it made me look around my room more closely. There was nothing inspiring anymore. It felt like an empty room in my mind, and that would prevent me from advancing further. So, you are basically helping me by simply spending time with me.
Glad to hear so.
That got me thinking. What are your passions, by the way?
Oh, it's porn. Like, imagine if that was actually like the reason. Like, I have a passion for porn. I want to make fucking visual novels. Mine, good question. I've yet to find the answer, but when I do, I'll let you know.
Huh. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Until then, You can look over my progress.
Deal. Can the plane stop flying so fucking low?
Fascinating. Not many kids were as brave or smart as you were back then.
Indeed, when I look back at it now, I always knew I was different from others somehow.
Finally found the right place.
Oh, hey. Hello there, champion level Hexmaniac. Wait, no, I said champion level was beta hex. I guess it's interchangeable. Oh, finally caught the mouse, or did you get away?
I don't want to talk about it, okay? So can we just move on to the real topic? What were you talking about while I was busy?
I told her how we met each other for the first time and how it went.
Oh,
Anything you want to add?
not really, since you know our story already so well. I know you don't lie about me. That's one of your strong points that I like about you. You always respected me and didn't bully me like the others did.
Did you say something?
Huh? Nothing! You must be hearing things.
Anyway, Quinnicott's first encounter was a curious one as well, now that I think about it.
Really? Please tell me.
I met Quinnicott for the first time at our junior high school's last semester around 4 years ago, and oh boy, you won't believe the circumstances. Can the plane stop flying so low? I'm trying to record here. We'll never stop with that joke. I will run this joke into the fucking ground as I do with every fucking joke. That was good to go Kita Junior High School in 2004. I was 4 back then.
And since this will be your last semester in our school, I highly encourage you all to focus on making it through the last tests. That way, you don't need to spend the summer on supplementary classes. Isn't that nice? Well, that's all for now. Let's make our last semester a success together, shall we?
This year's homeroom teacher seems kinda enthusiastic, don't you think so?
Sure, but it's not a bad thing in my opinion. Usually they're burnt out old staff with a grumpy attitude, as I've noticed.
Indeed. Can't they just find more younger staff, or what could be the reason?
Beats mine. It's because it takes a longer time to properly fucking learn how to be a high school teacher as compared to an elementary school teacher. Ah, but thirsty, do you want your usual?
Sure.
Not next to the classroom. As I walked it all the way, I noticed some classes weren't as lucky as we were. I could tell by the look of some students' faces. They actually varied so much that I started to pay attention to them unintentionally. Some had somewhat mixed feelings, some looked sleep deprived, and some looked like they couldn't care less about the surroundings. Some were chit-chatting in a small group, and someone was even drawing something with a drooling face. Hold on. Did I just see that right? I stopped in my tracks and looked back to see a girl crouched at the classroom's door. She was staring inside the classroom while drawing something that would resemble a lewd face. She was apparently drawing her classmates, which is normal, but why is she next to the door outside of said classroom? Went back to take a closer look at what she was doing. As soon as I managed to get a peek at her drawing, I realized why she would do it outside the classroom. Not to criticize your drawing skills or anything like that, but are you sure you want to draw that kind of art at school? Heap. What sound of fright is that supposed to be?
Please don't scare me like that, teacher. I almost messed up my... Eh?
As she turned around and noticed me, she looked confused. Well, I don't blame her. My way of talking about my natural bass or a low voice would probably give anyone the same assumption that they didn't see my out. If they didn't see my outlook first.
Hey? Is every teacher at the school as young as you? Or what's going on?
Have you never looked your homeroom teacher in the face or something? Take a closer look at my clothing and guess again. She looked at me so thoroughly that it almost felt like she was scanning me.
No way! Are you perhaps a fellow student here as well?
Correct.
Wow, I would totally have believed you to be staffed if you hadn't told me otherwise.
I think that says more about you than it says about him. Well, let's just say that you aren't the only one.
And no wonder. low voice of yours?
Look believable. Voice. Some don't add up there. Also, I don't remember if I ever talked about this before, but back when oh god, what grade was that? I think it was like, I think it was 8. No. It was either 7th or 6th grade, I think. Where I was literally just like exiting a classroom after a lesson. Had a teacher left a classroom right next to mine. Next to one I was leaving, and he like just saw me to be like, hey, a quick question. It's like a general sense of dizziness, like a sign of like a circulation problem or something like that. And I just sit there like, yes. I just stand there like, yes it is. But why would you ask a student? Like, I didn't ask like, why would you ask a student that? I just told him like, yeah. But like I couldn't help but think like, why the fuck would you ask a student that? Especially considering the fact that how many students would know that? Like, it was very lucky that I happened to know, because I fucking passed out from a circulation problem literally like a week beforehand. And to this day, I think this man just saw me and thought, like, oh yeah, that's like one of the fucking older students, or like a fucking assistant teacher or some bullshit like that. Yeah, like literally like a week before, it was literally in the morning after I got up, and I was in the kitchen trying to get stuff ready for making myself a breakfast. And suddenly, my entire vision was black. I could not see anything. My entire vision was black, and I just kind of like lost control of my body. So I just flopped down. I just barely could control myself enough to like try to grab onto something to keep myself up. But the thing I grabbed was a pan that was drying on a drying rack, so I just pulled the pan down with me. And like, I was strangely calm. Like, it was really weird. Like, instead of panicking, like, oh my god, I can't see and I can't move, what is happening? I literally just sat there like, huh. Well, Mom! Something's fucky's happening. Like, I felt eerily calm. I don't know what the fuck it was. Like, I stayed home that day. Of course, I don't think you should go to school if you literally like fucking essentially like half pass out in the morning. But still, like I still don't know why I was so eerily fucking calm about this. Oh.
Oh, but where are my manners? My bad. My name is Konakama Tomi. Nice to meet you.
Based. Hayaka based. Likewise.
So, what brings you to me?
Oh, right, At that moment someone accidentally bumped into me from behind, walking behind me and chatting with their friend, causing me to fall towards Konaka. I reflexively slammed my hands against the wall next to Konaka's head to avoid a collision. Oh no, she's annoyed. She's doing the weird Vogue face pose. This man's a pasty ass as well. We kept staring at each other for a moment, which definitely felt much longer in the situation. As I was about to pull myself away from her, the girls she was just drawing were coming towards us from the classroom, so I had to stay put to hide her dangerous drawing. Some noticed us, whistled, maybe cheered or something, and began chatting about us while walking away. After making sure that we're gone, I finally pulled myself away from Konaka. That was a close one. Oh no! Her neurons have been activated, and activated hard. You okay? Oh yes, she was in a trance or something. She wasn't responded to my question, and simply kept staring straight into where my face was. Konaka, can you hear me?
Huh? Yeah, I'm okay. Just surprised by your sudden stunt, that's all.
Totally understandable. My bad.
It's okay. You also protected my edgy drawing from being spotted. I appreciate it.
Never say, like, itchy in the middle of an English sentence ever again, or I will fucking smite you. You're welcome. Scratch my cheeks softly while looking away. It'd be like it'd be the same as like a character like talking in Japanese and suddenly in the middle of saying that like, oh my god, you really protected my porno picture. Like, or I guess like if you want to be like, if it'd be the same like, oh my god, thank you for hiding the drawing the drawing I was drawing of two of my classmates just wirklich hart am Rammeln. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, context, wirklich hart am Rammeln is, as said, roughly translates to just fucking real hard. And even if you know what it means, it sounds odd if it's literally just in the middle of a sentence of a different language, doesn't it? Like, it's okay with, like, if it's like an Anglicism. Oh, God, I don't know if like, is Anglicism, like, a common, like, word in English, actually. When other languages adopt English words into their language because it is a new word that was created, instead of thinking of a new word in their language, they just adopt the English word. But I just don't really have any Japanese. Like, that just happens for like shit like hentai. Well, really itchy. Anyways, scratch my cheek softly while looking away. So, man, tell me why you were drawing here in the hallway next to the classroom and outside.
Well, you see...
She pondered for a moment until she finally seemed to be able to tell the reason.
It is kind of embarrassing to make lewd art in public, especially about someone in real life. It is considered shameful and inappropriate for some reason in society's eyes, so I have to do it secretly.
Just make it not of real people, then.
Although you spotted me.
I took a look at her drawing, or sketch in this case. It wasn't colored yet, after all. It was a bit exaggerated on her model's outlook, so I can understand what you wanted to do in secret. Don't worry, I can keep this between us if you're fine with it. Could looked at me like she couldn't believe what she just heard.
That would be great! Thank you so much!
Wine boon. Really? Fine. But okay, I was trying to do a bit and she got impatient. Wow, rude. She then hugged me, which I didn't expect to happen. I guess she either trusts me that much already, or she is a very expressive person. Either way, I'm glad we managed to solve it peacefully. We could always have turned out to it could could always have turned out to be a very challenging case, so it's a good thing.
Oh, the break's already over? Time sure seems to fly by with others. Don't you think so too?
Kinda disagree with you there. By the way, which class are you in?
Was it 2B or 2C? Hang on. Let me take a look at the instruction letter again.
Oh, transfer student. Twice in a row. She fumbled through her bag and found the letter.
Oh, yes. I was supposed to start in 2C's class.
Huh, what a coincidence. Since I'm 2C as well. Want me to show you the place since you seem to be new here?
Sure, that would be helpful. Thank you.
No, almost forgot. I was supposed to fetch some drinks for me and Chisakis. I need to take so we need to take a detour.
No problem. If we arrive late, I can always explain that you were showing me around the school since I just transferred here and don't know the place or area.
Oh, nice think, Konaka.
Thanks.
Don't you emoji at me. We then got some drinks from a vending machine and hurried to the classroom. Konaka explained why we were late for the class and our teacher let it slide this time. Konaka then introduced herself.
Hello everybody. My name's Konaka Matomi and I'm 13 years old. I transferred here from Tsukuba.
Bitch, you're not 13. Actually, now I feel the need to check something. Hold on. What the fuck did we hear? What did they say this was? Junior high, never mind. I assume junior high is essentially like middle school. Makes sense that it's only 13 then. I still disagree with this though. Anyway.
I like to draw character illustrations, read manga, and even play improv theater. Let's get along and have a great year together, yeah?
I got herself seated next to me, which much to everyone's surprise. Naturally, Shizuki included as well, based on her reaction on my other side. She motioned for me to get closer to her.
What's going on here? You were supposed to get us something to drink, but then you came back with her out of nowhere? Were you really that thirsty? For crying out loud.
No, I wasn't that thirsty, okay? Just happened to meet her in the hallway on the way to the vending machine, that's all.
It's not normal for you to talk to random people like that if you aren't aware of it.
Well, some stuff happened. Let's just say that our first meeting wasn't exactly the classic one.
Huh! Now isn't that suspicious? I wonder what exactly happened. Something forced you to do it. Am I right?
Once again, Shizuki knows me too well by this point, I didn't think from her. Yeah.
Thought as much. You also most likely didn't have much choice in the situation, so I assume you just went with the flow.
Did I just got off the hook, perhaps? Pip bomb, correct answer.
For crying out loud. Fine, I understand the situation now. But what I don't understand is your reason for trying to cover details about it. Well, you probably had your reasons for it, so I trust your judgment.
Thanks, glad to have an understanding friend like you. Most of those rom-com anime and visual novels, the protagonists would probably have triggered a landmine by teasing tsundere with the classic jealousy card in the situation. But not me. Situational awareness OP. Why you brought me strawberry milk? Is it supposed to be a joke or something? Something about picking something random because it was late to class. I guess strawberry milk, considering pink hair and the reason why I don't believe that she's 13, fits. If you wish to, if you were to mock her. So to unpack my lunch for Shizuki as lunch break started when Konaka decided to join us casually.
Hey, you two! Want to go to the rooftop? The fresh air enhances the aroma of the food there.
Huh?
What? Didn't know what else to do in that situation, so I decided to go with the flow. If I had to explain our situation to her, I would prefer to do so in private, at least for Konaka's sake. Sure, let's go, Shizuki. I'll explain later. I grabbed Shizuki's arm and left the classroom while grabbing our lunches with us.
Huh?
Right to the rooftop where I could explain the situation to Shizuki since Konaka took the initiative.
No way! You made those crispy-looking chicken nuggies yourself? I want to
Nuggies! Go ahead.
Could someone perhaps now explain what's going on here?
Explain what? I simply suggested that we go here to enjoy our meals.
Oh, right. She draws porn. I just casually mentioned that in the middle of it before stuffing something else in his mouth.
Secondly, what exactly happened between you two during the last break when he was fetching us drinks?
I believe my answer would be enough for both of your questions. I took a sip from my drink and continued. I indeed started my way to the vending machine when I started looking. And thanks to Konaka's ideas, we got off the hook and the class managed to resume along with Konaka's introduction.
I'm so sorry again for the trouble I caused you.
Luckily, we didn't get a penalty for it, so it's okay.
Huh? That sure was quite a bold move you pulled there. Not that it would actually bother me or anything. Huh, perish the thought.
Tsundere.
It sure was out of blue when he did that all of a sudden without any warnings. Not for love or anything romantic, of course. Just surprised. Although, it made my heart skip a beat for a moment there. But I don't have a right to come between you two after all.
Huh? Why would I date someone like him? We're just best friends, no romance between us, right?
I think so.
See?
Oh, okay.
But you can never know what the future has in store, of course. Anything's possible. Not that I want to date someone like that or anything, naturally.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
Both of them just look tired when smiling.
By the way, you haven't introduced yourself yet. Chisaki, was that your name?
That's right. Shisaki Namichi. 2C class as well, and his best friend since elementary school.
Ooh, impressive! How did you meet each other exactly, if I may ask out of curiosity?
Shizuka and I looked at each other.
I guess I could tell you how it happened. Although it's nothing special. And from that point on, he's been my first friend since.
That's so cool! So, he is our both here, actually. So kind and caring.
I don't know about a hero, but at least being capable of seeing one's true beauty isn't such a bad feature to have. I admit that much.
Well, I guess it's time to head back. Can't be late again. I have to face the consequences this time.
That's true. If that were to happen, I don't know how I would face you anymore. So, I'm heading there first. It was nice meeting you, Chisaki. Let's get along, shall we? We have at least something in common now.
For crying out loud, who has to be your friend even? So one-sided.
I chuckle a little bit at Chisaki. Apparently she doesn't realize how she did the same thing to me back then, too. Still it's cute, if you ask me. But it's a good thing. Now we have two good friends to spend time with.
You don't get it.
She then went back to the classroom ahead of me, so I follow up soon after. But I do, Chisaki, I really do. Looked at the sky and felt the gentle wind blowing. Can't always see or anything things might turn out, but we'll see. I'm glad regardless that this ended well in the end. Surprisingly, it didn't take long for Chisaki to one up to Konoka and they started to spend more time together. Of course, I wasn't left out most of the time, which isn't a bad thing. Looks like Konoka knows how to socialize well with people. An extrovert, I guess. Well, she does that. Extrovert? What's that? Can you eat it?
Finally, I can get some break from those math formulas. I can feel my brain overheating already.
Nah, I can actually handle them just fine. Naturally, it requires learning about their existence and then understanding their purpose or how they work. That way you can equip them fast into your arsenal like in games.
Is that so?
There you go again with your weird metaphors. How many times have I told you already that no one else can think of math formulas like you do?
With the right mentality, you can perceive things differently. It even makes some things easier to handle or understand.
Sure. Anyway, do you have plans for this afternoon, Konaka?
Actually, I do. I have an improv theater session after school every Thursday at 5 p.m. on Central.
Oh, right. You did mention that as one of your hobbies, right?
Yep, and the improv group's name is called Spring Shrimps. Isn't it just cute?
It's like a unique name, at least. Actually, I haven't heard about improv theater before. They do Minded Lightning, that's about it.
Me neither. So it would be interesting to hear more about it.
Always happy to introduce new folks to the world of improv. It may actually be better to let you guys experience it yourselves, rather than simply telling you what it is, so I'll show you.
Hold on, I feel the need to bring up a fucking clip from MBT real quick because of that. I cannot listen, I don't know why it took me this long for the improv to connect to the... Whoops, I don't know, Where's the video? There's the video.
Welcome.
Nah. Don't you welcome me. Need to find a very specific frame. Oh, there we go.
Don't say I don't try to entertain.
Do you guys wear your glasses during sex?
Maybe we've reached the point of Doug being able to do this.
Oh no, never mind. That one not it. Was it earlier?
Coming from
Farfa is
Oh, there we go.
is like an improv troupe.
Where did you come up with that?
Where are these strays coming from?
Farfa is like an improv troupe's final boss. The shit he says could not be yes-anded in a trillion years.
It is oddly fitting. I seek to also be improv troops' final bosses. It's too boring to be predictable, you know.
Follow me.
And she's off. Might as well go, I guess.
Guess I have to go as well, since Konaka is the one suggesting it.
Like, can you like turn off the tsundere for a little second?
Not because you're going there with her or anything. I'm just genuinely interested in seeing this improv theater myself, too. That's all.
Whatever you say.
Hurry up already, will you?
Alright, fucking impatient. Konoka started walking ahead of us at some point during a conversation as she shouted at us at the door. She took us to a small building that was located near our favorite sushi restaurant at Central. It was about 15 minutes away from our school. Inside, she led us to the back room of the corridor, and it was quite spacious, and a small audience there too. Get space you have here.
Indeed. That gives more variety to different improv skits that we do here. Our instructor, or leader, is a very friendly and kind person. He enables our members to express themselves safely without anything limiting their growth potential. Even though his outlook may confuse you at first, he can be very expressive when he gets into his characters.
It sounds almost too good to be true for an improv teacher, if you ask me.
I agree with Chizuki, nobody's perfect after all, so surely there must be something on the other side of the coin.
Well, I guess he tends to ramble about his mother-in-law sometimes a tiny bit too much during the skits. That obviously stops everybody's flow, but we try to recover from that quickly. One time, some of us even tried to use that as inspiration to continue our skit. And well, let's just say that it didn't go well.
Is that so?
As we turn our heads in the direction where the comment came from, Konoka let out a scared sound without even turning her head, meaning that she already knows the person well enough just from their voice alone.
Quite an interesting way to describe someone, don't you think? Sounds more like an interesting character for a skit than a real person.
Jimmy! I didn't realize you had arrived here already!
Jimmy Fallon?
I just arrived, and the first thing I happened to hear was you telling our apparent guest that your leader is a mood killer, frustrated, and nagging about his mother-in-law.
But as he taught us, a mistake is a gift, right?
That's true. Let's just call it a happy little accident and move on,
Alright, calm down there, Bob Ross.
Also, who might you two be?
I'm the protagonist, hello.
Sure thing, Jimmy. These are my friends. Since they wanted to know what improvisation theater is, I decided to bring them here instead and show them.
Sup kids, the name is Jimmy Hawks, but you may call me Jimmy, leader, instructor, or whatever you prefer. I'm the current president of this improv club called Spring Shrimps, which was founded 25 years ago. Let me put it this way. Improv theater is an amazing form of art when you really dive into its world without any limitations. It lets you momentarily let go of your everyday life and live someone else's life for a second. You will experience multiple short stories as the session goes on until it's time to return here and continue our own lives. That's pretty much it.
That was well explained, Jimmy. I couldn't have described it better myself.
But that way, it sure sounds more interesting now. Be able to live as someone else sounds definitely like those RPG games. Of course, that everyone could be the story's protagonist, but it would be a cool experience regardless.
I'm with him. It sounds like a neat concept to me as well. To be someone else and experience their story firsthand does sound intriguing indeed.
I knew you would be fired up about it. Feel free to stay here as our session's audience system, and think about it if you want to give it a shot next time.
Sounds good to me.
Well, since you brought us this far, we might as well enjoy the show while we're at it.
Alright. Time to gather everybody then. Konaka, if you could please.
Sure thing, Jimmy. Everybody, let's get this week's session started right away.
Spring Shrimp's improv session then started with everybody gathering in a ring at the center of the stage area and hearing everyone's current week's events and feelings. Apparently that way everyone can be on the same page about each other's situations. It does somewhat resemble a family where everyone cares about each other and how they're doing. Next, they start doing different kinds of warm-ups and plays to get into the right mentality and be truly in the moment. After them, it was finally time to get into the real thing, the improv skits.
Looks like the time has come for the main dish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will do. Okay, everyone. I need 2 players for the next technique.
Me too!
Jonathan is very enthusiastic.
Great. Konaka and Jonathan then. Next, we need some basic inspiration, like a place and 2 characters and their relationship. Yo, new kids, wanna do the honors?
Yeah, so the honest gets to set up or give some random things for inspiration.
You got it right away. That's the spirit of the improv for the audience, which makes it more interactive for them compared to the regular theater with ready-made polished stuff.
Will the marketplace and business rivals do?
Yes, they will. Thank you. Konaka, Jonathan, you know the drill. Make your characters on the go and try to dive into their mindset.
Oh, I really don't have any kind of ready-made script to follow or have decided anything beforehand.
That fact alone is quite impressive, in my opinion. You have to trust your guts and get inspiration constantly from your partner on the scene, and vice versa.
That seems, and I agree that it's very impressive. When I look at Konaka playing her character, she was doing it so well, the character was very believable. She's so lucky with such great, talented friends as Chizuki and Konaka. Honestly. Before meeting Chizuki, I was basically alone all the time, since I always looked at others from above and perceived them as not worthy of my time. Oh lord. And of course, my whole life boring and grayish. Somebody needs to both save me from boredom and help me see its different personalities in people. As the skits went on one after another, so at the time, and soon enough it was time to end today's session.
That's all for this week, folks. Good job. You all did great once again on the stage. Also, a big thanks to our amazing audience today, which gave us great inspiration. Feel free to drop by again, or even join us, if you are ready to challenge yourselves and make the jump to the unknown.
You keep that in mind. Thank you for the show as well. On our way back to our own homes, Konaka and I were heading in the same direction. Chizuki's house was in a different direction, so we parted ways with her a moment ago.
I didn't know your house was this way too. Funny coincidence.
Are they gonna be fucking neighbors? They're gonna be fucking neighbors, aren't they? I'd bothered to get to know mine. I'd never bothered to get to know my neighbors. No one I didn't know he lived here as well. I always stay up in my room, so that's why.
That sounds so depressing.
So Nick car drove past us and splashed muddy water on me before I could even react. Right now, my clothing is wet because I couldn't dodge in time. Expected the driver to be more careful than that. It had rained today after all.
What's up with that driver? Couldn't they see the water puddle on the side of the road? Jeez. Oh dear, your clothes look so wet. We need to get you dried as soon as possible so you won't catch a cold. How much further would your house be?
About 10 minutes away.
In that case, you should come to my house since it's closer. The faster the better.
To Konaka's house, so she even realized what she's suggesting. Shows she wouldn't have ulterior motives beyond that suggestion, and what she has said is true regardless. Well, since you're offering, might as well take you up on your offer.
Great! My house is right around the corner. Okay, here we are. Wait here, and I'll get you some spare clothes until yours are dry.
Thanks, I appreciate the hospitality. There was a pair of shoes beside ours, so I got someone from her family's home as well. Decided to peek at the living room from the entrance. It looked like a typical living room with a widescreen TV and 2 sofas.
Sorry for the wait. Here you go. You can get changed in my room.
Yeah, sure.
It's this way.
Konaka then led me to a room without any hesitation, which is surprising. When I first went to Chizuki's house, it was a completely different story. It was under normal circumstances back then.
Here it is! Welcome to my room!
I think she really likes Saint Maria Village. Nice. There were many idle and anime posters on the walls and multiple sketches on the floor.
Oh crap! I forgot to clean these sketches away! Just a sec!
While collecting her sketches and drafts, one of them slips away from her pile or two in front of me.
Please don't look at that one!
Too late, since I grasped it already in my hands and saw it. When I inspected the sketch, I noticed that it had Konaka's own body drawn next to a slime anime character. What's this supposed to be? Are you comparing yourself to anime characters, something like that?
No! Definitely not that I would ever compare myself to a fictional character or anything. Why would I do that? What a silly suggestion.
And what is it?
It's an anatomy draft. Yeah, so I would know how to make the character's body look right or realistic.
Konaka, you should already know that I won't buy that kind of excuse. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. I won't pressure you. You can wait until you're ready to share the truth, because it seems important to you. She then put her sketches away and looked out the window, the night sky.
It's not fair when you put it that way. I can't turn you down when you're so dedicated to finding out the truth. You had my back during our first meeting by keeping my drawing safe from prying eyes. So, I totally know you're a reliable friend.
Konaka took a deep breath and continued.
You've probably been curious about this since you saw the first sketch at our first meeting. But why would I create art like that? Right?
The horny.
The passion for etchy art started for me when I was 8 years old and was playing hide and seek with my big brother at our house.
That sounds worrying.
As I was looking for a hiding place, I went to his room and started scanning the room for possible hiding spots.
Did you find the porn under the bed?
At first, it was hard to find any good spots since I was sure he would find me if he happened to come here. Everyone knows their room from the inside out, after all. So, I had to get creative and fast. He was counting close to the end already, and I still struggled with the decision. Then, I happened to see one of his manga books on the floor in front of his closet, and realized I hadn't thought about the closet at all. As my brother had just finished counting, I opened his closet. And so all of his lewd, etchy stuff, figures, games, manga, and even some idol merchandise too. Shocked and confused before the sight, my brother's closing steps brought me back to my senses, and I finally hid myself on the lower shelf and closed the door. Just as I suspected, he came into his room and looked around for a while until he finally left. I then sighed in relief and opened the door a little so I could better see the stuff that was around me. The art style of the manga characters captivated me from the very first page onward. I don't know why, but here we are.
Captivate?
One could say the stuff corrupted me.
I was about to say captivate. I feel like it would be the more fitting phrase would be corrupted.
I would say, on the other hand, that it was personally more like an eye-opening revelation than a corruption for me.
No, definitely corruption. You're out there drawing like porn of your actual IRL classmates. Definitely a corruption. I don't know, I guess your interest in lewd art actually started like that.
Me neither, but that's how it is, and I don't regret it.
Like, you don't need a kind of fucking special motivation to like prawn. The only motivation you really need is that, hey, makes the insides feel tingly. It's your life after all, you make your own choices.
I'm so glad that you understand. Thank you for that. I guess I'm fortunate to have a friend like you. I was so afraid you would be grossed out after finding out my secret.
To be honest, I find it more intriguing than gross, and I believe it also suits your personality. I'd rather remain true to myself than cope with all the fakes out there. Pretending to be someone else and stressing out over it isn't my way of living. So thanks for sharing your story with me. I'm glad you chose to open up trust with Konaka. Please step away from me. I'm feeling danger.
Okay,
Those voice from the other room startled us a bit. I assume it's Konoko's father since there was someone else's shoes at the entrance and the voice sounded somewhat deep.
Okay, I'm coming to get him. Jeez, talk about the timing too. I thought my heart stopped there for a moment.
Yeah.
And I'll be back soon with your clothes. And the mood was so lovely too. Why did it have to happen now of all times? Just a few more minutes wouldn't have hurt. I wonder what would have happened there if we hadn't been interrupted. In manga, at least, it would have led to a romantic scene where they would have embraced each other passionately. What if we had done the same? Emotions usually take over in the heat of the moment after all, so maybe? What am I thinking? Of course he wouldn't have fallen for that. He's a rational person after all. But what if... No. Not possible. Not happening. There's no way he would have done that. What are these emotions anyway? Love? Could it really be that?
Nah, it's just horny.
I have been thinking about you non-stop ever since you pulled off that daring stunt, which I have seen numerous times in manga and anime. I always wondered how it would feel to be in that situation, and now I've actually experienced it, even though it was by accident. Still, for Chisaki's sake, I can't do it. It wouldn't be fair to her, and I cherish her as much as him. Well, I guess we have to wait and see how things turn out later. It's better to play it safe for now than ruin everything.
Konoka seems to be taking her time. Fetch my clothes shouldn't normally take this long. Unless you went to say something to her father. Also, why did the atmosphere turn so soft? Why did Konoka's expression look like she might have done something unexpected at the end? With upon those questions, Konoka finally came back with my now dry clothes.
Sorry for the wait. Here are your clothes. Wash and clean.
Thanks a lot. With these spare clothes, perhaps your brother's.
What? Of course not. If I had done such a thing to him, it wouldn't have ended well for me. Trust me.
Oh, right, it was such a ridiculous guess. My bad.
Please don't scare me like that again. They are my dad's clothes, for the record.
Of course, I wonder why they... No wonder they were so big for me. Konoka stepped out of the room and I started changing back into my own clothes. Ready! Go! She opened the door and grabbed the spare clothes that I gave her.
Thanks. Go ahead to the entrance, and I'll put these away in the meantime, okay?
Sure. Went to the entrance, started to put on my shoes when I heard Konoka's father's voice from the living room.
Isn't Konaka just a lovely girl? So cheerful, energetic, and kind.
I don't trust you. Show me your hands. I don't believe you don't have a weapon on you. She certainly is all that and even more as you got to know her better, in my opinion.
You have a good taste and eye for different people, I see. I could see her potentially taking some interest in you, but what about you? I'm sure you just got to know her recently, but sometimes folks can meet even their soulmates right off the bat if they are lucky. Konaka has experienced so many emotions during her childhood because of me and her mother, since we divorced when she was only 8 years old. Then we also moved to this peaceful town, so Konaka had to start all over again with her friendships. Every father only wishes the best for their kids in the end.
I understand 100% your viewpoint, sir, and I am the kind that cherishes their meaningful relationships. I don't have many friends either, so we essentially share the same background. Konaka's father was silent for a moment, then put his newspaper down, apparently.
When I look at Konaka, I often wonder if I've done enough for her. But hearing you speak, I feel like she finally has someone who truly understands her. Thank you for being there for her.
That pleasure's all mine.
What was your name again, son?
Beast, Hayek the Beast.
Nice to meet you. Please look after my daughter, will you?
Almost, sir.
You don't have to serve me, son. Hayato will do just fine. And thanks. I truly mean it.
He's orang.
Alright, that's taken care of now. Did I interrupt something?
Nah, we just finished, so good timing.
Oh? Okay then. I'll see you at school tomorrow then. Good night.
Hey, night. Well, nice meeting you too, Hayato. See ya.
Such a good fella. Or what do you think?
Sure is. You don't see many of them, and definitely not in Tsukuba.
Even such a gentleman and surprisingly understanding for someone your age. How about starting a family with him one day?
Look, yes! First time meeting this guy that you brought home because he got splashed on the way home. He literally, like, met her today. Asks her, hey, how about fucking him? How about popping out a few ones with him?
Take it easy, sweetie. It was merely a joke. But you heard the guy. Don't even think that I didn't notice you listening to our conversation nearby.
Very intriguing. And to think she would do improv theater too, along with your drawing hobby. No wonder she can make her characters so lively and colorful.
I don't think she's okay. I'll look good with you there.
Sorry, I'm late. There was a long waiting line for the bathrooms. Unbelievable.
No worries, just finish your tale of how you and I met for the first time.
Oh, really? I still remember like it was just yesterday. You appeared out of nowhere in my life on the very first day of my new school and already knew where to find me, even though I was lost. Then you pinned me to a wall and softly whispered in my ear not to look at others but only you. It was so romantic.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen. It didn't go exactly like that, Konaka, but close enough.
For crying out loud, you really have no shame at all.
Oh, well, that's how I remember it anyway.
Might be a sign of brain damage.
Anyway, finally, the start of Kakusa Zero's creation. How did that get started?
Look, the Chizuki. Mind if I tell it?
Since you got this far already, you might as well finish it too for all I care.
True. Can planes fuck off, please? Anyways, we got like an hour and a half. Feels good. I don't know why I have some real mean kinks in my neck today. Doesn't help they only slept 6 hours, not 5. Yeah, anyways. I sure hope you guys enjoyed this one. To go ahead and check out the game on Steam. It should be coming out soon. I think it was 18th. Let me check just to make sure. No, 24th of October is when it comes out.
It's your favorite etchy artist, Melon Sensei, here again with a fresh...
Okay, let's calm down. But yeah, go ahead and go check that out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I just want to see you next time. But probably, like, continue to hard next... Oh, there's going to be so much skipping again. Oh, bye.